I proceed to put the question. Honorable Senators, that are aware that the National Assembly on the 8th of October 2024 resolved, with the support of 282 members, being at least 2/3 of all members of the National Assembly, that pursuant to the provisions of Article 145(2), as read with Article 151(b) and 2 of the Constitution, and Standing Order 65(2) of the National Assembly Standing Orders, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, be removed from office by impeachment on the grounds specified in the special motion. Whereas by a letter reference NA/DLP/TBO/MTS/2024 into brackets 25, dated the 8th of October 2024, and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on the 9th of October 2024, the Speaker of the National Assembly informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the special motion by the National Assembly, and further forwarded to the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the National Assembly. Further, whereas pursuant to Article 145, as read with Article 150, 1B and 2 of the Constitution, and Standing Orders 78 and 79 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate had the National Assembly on the grounds for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And further, whereas pursuant to Article 145, as read with Article 150, 1B and 2 of the Constitution, and Standing Orders 78 and 79 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate also had His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, on the grounds of his proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Now, therefore, pursuant to Article 145, as read with Article 150, 1B and 2 of the Constitution, and Standing Order 78 and 79 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate resolves to remove from office by impeachment His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, on the following grounds. 1. Gross violation of Articles 10, 2A, B and C, 27(4), 73(1)A and 2B, 75(1)C and 129(2) of the Constitution, and Article 147(1) as read together with Article 131(2)C and D of the Constitution. 2. Gross violation of Article 147(1) and 152(1) of the Constitution by undermining the President and the Cabinet and the effective discharge of the national government's executive mandates. Number 3, gross violation of Article 6(2), 10(2)A, 174, 186(1), 189(1), and the fourth schedule to the Constitution by undermining devolution. Number 4, gross violation of Article 161 of the Constitution on the institutional and decisional independence of judges. Number 5, gross violation of Articles 3(1) and 148(5)A of the Constitution on the fidelity to the oath of office and allegiance. Number 6, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes under Section 13(1)A and 62 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act. Number 7, serious reason to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes under Sections 45(1), 46, 47(a)(3), and 48(1) of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, and Sections 2, 3, 4, and 7 of the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act. Number 8, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes by continuously misleading members of the public through false, malicious, divisive, and insightful remarks that are contrary to the provisions of Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act. Number 9, gross misconduct that is incompatible with the high calling and dignified status of the office of the Deputy President and a member of the Cabinet and the National Security Council. His Excellency, the Deputy President has publicly attacked and undermined the work of the National Security Intelligence Service and its officers. Number 10, gross misconduct by openly or publicly insubordinating the president, who is the head of state and government. And number 11, gross misconduct by persistently bullying state and public officers. As I've already indicated, honorable senators, voting shall be done electronically. So at this juncture, I will ask honorable senators to pull your cards out of the delegate unit. Sergeant at Arms, kindly go around and pick all the unattended delegate cards. Sergeant at Arms, if you're done collecting the unattended cards, we're good. Now, honorable senators, you may log in back. As indicated earlier, we'll be casting our votes 11 times. So the vote you're going to cast at the moment is for charge allegation number 1, which is gross violation of Articles 10(2)(a), B, and C, 27(4). I had already read it out. So from this moment, it's beamed on the screens. So honorable senators, once you've logged in, you may now proceed to vote. Senator Tabitha Keroche, may you move to dispatch and get some assistance. We're now going to allegation number 2. It's been beamed on the screen. You may now vote. We shall now move to ground number 3, allegation number 3. Can you beam it? There we are. Honorable Senators, you may now proceed to vote on allegation number 3. We are now going to allegation number 4. Let it be beamed on the screen. Honorable Senators, we may now proceed to vote on ground number 4. Honorable Senators, we are now moving to vote on charge number 5. You may now proceed to vote on charge number 5. Honorable Senators, we are now moving to allegation number 6. Honorable Senators, you may now proceed to vote on allegation number 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scenes that you view on your screen right now are absolutely unprecedented. The last 72 hours have been historic in our country. We are witnessing scenes that no one ever imagined, or perhaps only imagined, but now we're witnessing them live and direct from the Senate. Folks, the Deputy President, Rigathi Jeffrey Gachagua, stands impeached. The voting is still going on, but by the look of things, it is done. After a long period of debate, a long period of accusations and counter-accusations, a long period of defenses, and counter defenses, the Senate has voted to impeach the Deputy President. Earlier on, you will be glad to remember that the Deputy President failed to appear in the afternoon session of the Senate, where he was expected to be cross-examined in a session similar to what happened to the mover of the motion, that is the Honourable Member for Kibwezi West, Mwengi Mutuse. Yesterday, the Deputy President failed to appear before the Senate this afternoon, and soon after we were informed that his disappearance was due to an ailment that occurred rather suddenly. And after that, political intrigue, legal intrigue ensued, and we were informed that he will indeed not be showing up today, and matters changed to be a matter of discussion as to when actually the hearings or the sittings should be adjourned to. The Deputy President's team, of course, adopting and advocating for Tuesday, but of course the National Assembly team, as well as a decent number of senators, pushing for that decision to be made today to continue. Consider, of course, that this process was time-bound by the Constitution. The absolute latest time that this decision needed to be made was on Saturday, which was different from what the Deputy President's defense team was advocating for, and it led to them opting to walk out of the session, ostensibly to hear from their client, but effectively to depart from the sittings, leaving the senators to decide all by themselves. Folks, count 7 out of 11 is currently on your screen. It's being voted upon. And as you have been able to see, the voting is happening electronically. You can see every senator appending their vote to each of these charges. And as we speak right now, count 7 out of 11, it looks as if by far the majority have voted to impeach the Deputy President. What next? That's your question as well as mine. We will assuredly line up a strong contingent of opinion leaders and experts in all our subsequent broadcasts to be able to inform you, good people, of what exactly this means. These are unprecedented times. We have impeached governors, deputy governors, but never in this country have we impeached deputy presidents. The Senate is now moving to ground number 8. You can see the scenes playing out right in front of your screens, and we are able to even see the tablet, the computer readout with the voting tally as it comes in. Once again, folks, we've never impeached a deputy president before. This is almost unheard of, even on the continent of Africa, and has only happened a handful of times across the world. We are setting precedents in a way that has never been seen before. Believe it or not, you are on the front seat witnessing history right here from the home of Untold Stories, TV 47. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle is by no means over. By all indications from the defense of the Deputy President, legal efforts, petitions are already underway. Up to 30 by this afternoon, the count of 30 by this afternoon, all across the country in different courts, different petitions, seeking to have a say in this matter, this historic matter. The names of the ladies and gentlemen that are voting right now will forever be etched in the history of this country as a contingent that oversaw the impeachment of a deputy president. And also the names of the ladies and gentlemen, the members of the legal community, the lawyers, the counsels, senior counsels and junior counsels alike will also be etched in the history of this country, in the annals of history, as those that oversaw this particular process. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, as this is happening, by the accounts of the senior counsel, Paul Mwite, and his team, the Deputy President is still at Karen Hospital. We haven't been updated otherwise. We understand and perhaps even assume that he's still admitted at the Karen Hospital, suffering from what we were informed to be severe chest pains. Folks, the voting is still ongoing at the Senate. All eyes are glued and all ears are attuned to this situation as it's happening. I can tell you, from those of us here at the home of Untold Stories, TV47, we have burnt the midnight oil. We have melted many candles, so to speak, to be able to bring this to you live and direct. Our teams are far spread and far stretched to bring you all of this live and direct. Folks, front seat of history, unbelievable, unprecedented scenes indeed. There were 11 counts, 11 charges against him, charges that warranted, according to the mover of the motion, the impeachment of such a senior officer. We expect the National Assembly to meet tomorrow morning, as they have already announced at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. They will be having a special sitting, ostensibly to discuss the results of this very motion, this very voting exercise that you're looking at right now. What will transpire then? You can only find out right here on TV47. We shall be there bright and early to be able to give you the scenes and the sounds and the intrigues of what will happen in the lower house, the National Assembly. We also are warming up to a holiday, a national holiday happening on Sunday, Mashujaa Day, Heroes Day. And I'm telling you folks, never in our history have we had a holiday as anticipated as the one that is coming up. Because this will be the first time the nation sees its president, and hopefully this president will be expected to speak on the matter that you're witnessing right now. All along, the president has kept mum, absolutely mum, not commenting even a single word on what's happening right now in the country, on the fate of his deputy. We've listened to religious leaders, we've listened to political leaders, we've listened to lawyers and governance experts, we've listened to all and sundry on this matter. The citizens have pronounced themselves and are still pronouncing themselves. This is a matter that has attracted a lot of debate, a lot of disparate opinions and thoughts, very, very varied on this matter. It is history in the making, and in the days to come, we shall be having all sorts of debate, all sorts of conclusions, and all sorts of insights, really, on what's happening and exactly what is the impact of this as we speak.